The following program is rated TV MA LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Live at the scene, the Pink Cage, which has been touted out as the central hub of human trafficking in Los Santos. Another victim, this woman right here, a beautiful young blonde. Looks like she was slain and attacked after a prostitution deal gone wrong. Was it her John? Did she not do enough of good service to the gentleman paying for her services?
I'm not sure she was
what
female,
happened?
Sir.
What? No, trust me, I just got a Sharon Stone shot. Definitely female. Let's see. It looks like possibly 20, possibly 50. Not quite sure of the age. 20-year-old legs, 50-year-old face. Definitely another victim of the human trafficking ring that continues to pour out of the Pink Cage Motel on this day and going forward. The police have still done nothing to stop the large amount of prostitution and human trafficking coming in and out of this hotel for months now. This woman, will she be the last victim? Certainly not. Many more to come if Los Santos finest don't act immediately. Ron Otterman, signing out, Weazel News. Ron Otterman, live near the Pink Cage Motel, where 90% of the crime statistics are coming out of the city. These two men here behind me, a man who is known to work at the winery of Los Santos, driving around in a black car, license plate 5J 1044LY, soliciting a prostitute right in front of Fleeca Bank, just across from the most crowded motel in the city. Looks like the homeless population is on the rise. Many people can't even get a room at the motel. They're sleeping under the overpass. Meanwhile, what are these men doing? Soliciting prostitutes. Here comes another one now. Looks like the prostitutes gather in this area. We can assume that anybody coming in and out of the Pink Cage Motel is likely soliciting prostitution and involved in human trafficking. We'll have more news tomorrow. Ron Otterman, live from Weazel News down at the Pink Cage. Justice Coop, he's a judge in the city, caught fraternizing with two local prostitutes, soliciting their services at the motel. What? Married and happily married. And there he goes, running from the crime now. Get him on film. Get him on film. Yeah, the chief justices of the city are caught fraternizing with multiple prostitutes, known prostitutes in the area, soliciting sexual favors for small loans of cash. While young men trying to get reformed do their best to get out of the circuit of crime, meanwhile, Coop having no problem participating himself in prostitution.
They are prostitutes.
Ron Otterman live from the Pink Cage Motel, where several men have been seen in the area recently soliciting prostitution, just like this man behind us here. Will the Los Santos PD stop this anytime soon? Signs point to no, not anytime soon. This man and this woman have engaged in definite and confirmed adultery many times, and they're not the only ones that have fallen victim to the system that has left them behind.
Sir, I can't get your head. I see your dick only. My hand is fire.
Listen, get in the van. Get in the van. Where were you on your What were you on your way to there, sir? Whenever you mowed down these poor innocent children on the way to the zoo.
Hey mom, I was on the way to the Vanilla Unicorn, about to get me some.
On his way to the strip club to indulge in the objectification of women, a misogynist and a child killer on the loose. This man, if you see this man anywhere near your children, their schools, or any playgrounds, please alert the authorities immediately. He's wanted at large and considered dangerous. Ron Otterman, signing out. I'll see you in the morning, Los Santos, for updates.
This is fake news. Hey.
Ron Otterman reporting live from the back alleyway, the back entrance of the Vanilla Unicorn, where we do believe that women are being held against their will to dance for the entertainment of men in the southern part of the city. Men like the man that we just saw just earlier, who had plowed through a group of school children on his way to this strip club. He was so excited. Some say that they force these women to wear clothes such as this lingerie and these feathered outfits, peacock feathers, endangered albino peacocks. On the endangered species lists, their feathers being plucked to make these women even more appealing to the men, to the sleazy individuals who attend an establishment like this. Some say that the owner of the Vanilla Unicorn uses this rattlesnake that's known to be venomous, native to the southern Arizona desert. They use this rattlesnake right here to intimidate the women into doing their bidding. Anytime that one of these women tries to speak up or, heaven forbid, free themselves from this establishment, this snake is forced upon them until they submit and they go back up on the stage for yet another long, hard, unpaid 12-hour shift. The owner of the club doesn't even pay its dancers an hourly wage. They work solely on tips, which is highly illegal. And after interviewing several of the women who work in this establishment, they've made a total of $5 over the past 2 to 3 weeks they've been working here, 80 hours a week, non-stop, with no breaks, no paid leave. And of course, the owner does not care about any kind of maternity pay whatsoever. At least one of the girls we interviewed is 7 months pregnant, entering her 3rd trimester, and still being threatened with this snake on a daily basis and forced into submission. These women are expected to uphold beauty standards with these beauty supplies here. Cheap makeup from CVS and Walgreens. They're not even given the high quality stuff to make themselves even look good. It just looks like they just slapped a bunch of flour on their face and they're walking around just clouding up the entire place. Slap them with a pillow and you're gonna have an imprint of their makeup. It's actually kind of sad to see the conditions these women are forced to work under. You'll see there's a sign here that says no food in the dressing room. However, when we looked under the employee handbook of the Vanilla Unicorn, it turns out the only place permitted to eat food is in the back. What's it going to be, Vanilla Unicorn owners? Are they allowed to eat in the back, or is there no food in the back? Because as it stands right now, the strippers are not allowed to eat while on the clock, which further implies the men who own this establishment are trying to mutilate the bodies of the women who work here to make them do what they want and when they want it, for profit, slowly and surely. Will these women make it out alive? Will they be able to free themselves? And will Los Santos law enforcement do anything about this? Very unlikely, as we've seen multiple law enforcement officers themselves attending this establishment, coming in and out of the building for weeks. More updates tomorrow at noon. Ron Otterman signing out. Sir, how's it going? Ron Otterman, senior anchor at Weazel News. You mind giving me a few statements? Where is your wife, and does she know that you're here? Sir? Sir, does your wife know that you're here right now? I can see you got a wedding ring on there. Where's Mrs. Polo shirt? Right.
Holy
Ron Otterman live on the scene. Ron Otterman live on the scene at the Vanilla Unicorn, where the strippers and female dancers working in the institution have decided to go on strike. They've been forced to fight against each other to the death for men's entertainment, and they said no more. We've got at least one deflated breast and many more on the way. And it looks like it's going to be a cold knockout. She's back up. Let's, Boo, keep filming this. Keep filming this.
And a right hook from Vanessa right into Brittany's face. That's going to mess up her Botox. And another right hook from Brittany. Vanessa returning fire with a left jab. And a dodge. She goes right up to her, and another one. And that's going to be a three-punch combo. She's still standing. 4 and 5 right in the uterus. Right in the goddamn uterus. Jesus Christ. And it's not stopping anytime soon. It looks like the amount of drugs these women have been forced to take are numbing the pain. These women have been trained since birth to fight to the death, and it definitely shows. And it looks like Vanessa is going to get knocked out cold. Boom, get this on camera.
Over here, knocked out cold. Was she a victim? Most likely, after many things we've uncovered in the back, these women being forced to fight for men's entertainment. Apparently taking off their clothes is not nearly enough. Men want more violence and carnage. Ma'am, you're sporting 2 black eyes, but you are the victor. What do you have to say for yourself?
Boss,
I applaud you on your victory, but I have to say that it looks like everybody's the victim here, and honestly, no one is really coming out on top. Will they even reward you for this? Will they allow you to finally take a lunch break? And are they forcing you to do this under the guise that you'll be bitten to death by a venomous rattlesnake? And not a word from the champion, as she has been clearly forced into silence, as we've uncovered briefly earlier tonight. She's not even allowed to speak.